we'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Jets and the Pats coming up next.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Toss left to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set him back for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Again, it's Elliott. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Play action. It's Fields. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Fields' throw is on target to Likely. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing on third down, Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. On now, Tucker McCann. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
We see the Patriot offense with Mac Jones back out there. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the draw is Stevenson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Fields now to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 22 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, Elliott. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st down, Fields. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Fields. Complete to Likely. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. McCann's kick up and good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New England's offense set to go. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Setting up a screen for Stevenson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A first down carry by Elliott. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by Olave. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and 14. Back to throw, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Justin Fields going to lead his offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This one taken in by Olave. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing again is Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his 1st career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now Jones on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw again.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Nevis knocks this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin in Orchard Park, an AFC East matchup between Miami and Buffalo. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. From there, we take the trip across Lake Erie to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and get them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that they'll get opportunities for them in the locker room at halftime. One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Fields. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On play action, Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, New York.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Fields.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Elliott will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
McCann now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing again on second down. Jones
setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
On third down, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Straight ahead at Stevenson. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He's a relentless about the guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jones now. Throwing to start the drive. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Out right to Bourne. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
McCann for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete.
Jones pass complete to Devontae Parker. It's a pickup of 6.
Throwing again on second down. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for our Patriots. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing Jones.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
16 yards on the play.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's Stevenson.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They start on the ground with Elliott. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They go to Elliott again. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It's a 7-yard carry, set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for New England, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.